Halo kakin atira Jarrett. Bonjour, mon nom est Jarrett. Aingai uvanga Jarrett atira. Akana atira Jarrett. Necha dagote Jarrett seredi. Nega dagondi Jarrett sujwe. Dante si Jarrett sie. And hello, my name is Jarrett. I'm really sorry if I butchered the pronunciation on those, but this week I really want to talk to you guys about the 11 official languages of the Northwest Territories. Everyone knows that Canada is a bilingual country. English and French are official languages, meaning that you can get your services from the federal government in either English or in French, and they should, in most cases, be able to serve you. And it's also common trivia that the only province that is also officially English and French is... wrong, it's New Brunswick. Quebec is officially French and the others use English, that is, except for the Northwest Territories, in which there are an incredible 11 official languages, leading to some pretty funny sights, like this sign for an eye clinic in Yellowknife. It's not uncommon for a country or a place to have multiple official languages. Inside the United Nations offices, for example, you can get away with doing your work in one of 6 languages and no one's gonna say anything about it. But start adding more than that and things start to get a little bit complicated. I mean, I think South Africa is tied with the territories and has 11 languages, and Bolivia has like 37. But let's get back to the Northwest Territory, shall we? Of the 11 official languages in the territory, 9 are indigenous languages that are a part of 3 larger language families: Dene, Inuit, and Cree. And then you've got your English and French. Under the Dene Athabaskan languages, 5 are spoken in the Northwest Territories: Chipewyan in the southeast near Fort Resolution, South Slavey in the southwest near Fort Simpson, North Slavey in the center near Norman Wells, Tlicho in the lands between Great Slave Lake and Great Bear Lake, and the Gwich'in language in the Mackenzie Delta, hugging the Arctic Circle in the west. Inuit languages in the territory are also spread out across various geographic areas. Inuinnaqtun is spoken more in Inuinnaqtun and other communities in the Beaufort Delta, and Inuvialuktun speakers mostly live on the eastern side of the Mackenzie Delta, in communities like Inuvik and Tuktoyaktuk. Inuktitut is spoken much more sporadically, more in urban centers like in Yellowknife and in Inuvik, and that's because it draws more on the Northwest Territories' relationship with Inuit communities further east in Nunavut, where it is the official and most commonly used language. Then down in the southernmost part of the territory is home to Chipewyan, Cree, which is also spoken across the plains, the Hudson Bay lowlands, and as far away as Newfoundland and Labrador. And this is what I find super fascinating about this fact. There are places all over Canada where Indigenous languages not only still exist, but where people are working hard to keep them thriving, and keeping these languages alive for generations to come. The Northwest Territories is not declaring these 11 languages official in the same way that Canada did English and French. You're not necessarily going to be able to walk into a driver's license office in Hay River and expect services in Inuktitut. That's not exactly the point of making them official. Rather, the move is to recognize the importance of the language in the territory and to make it possible for things to happen in that language. So stuff like reports and other important documents that should be accessible to everyone are automatically printed in English and French and are often translated into the 9 Indigenous languages for publication. Members of the Legislative Assembly in Yellowknife can use any of the 11 languages in the House, and in the regions where those languages are most common, people can reasonably expect to receive government services from the Northwest Territories in the language of their choice. It doesn't stretch the system to provide 11 languages absolutely everywhere, but it commits to recognizing that all 11 can and are used somewhere, and that shouldn't stop the business from the territory of going forward. It also means that the territory goes ahead and invests money into regional language plans that help support language revitalization across the whole territory. They keep track of the number of people who can speak these languages, and they see growth of their use as like a measure of success. They already know that almost 40% of the population over 15 can speak an Indigenous language, and that number has been declining in the past years. So it's an ongoing goal of the territory to promote and to encourage the use of these languages in a variety of different ways. It's a work in progress. The Office of the Languages Commissioner works to protect the rights of those who speak any of the 11 languages to seek services in their territory. And I don't imagine that the system is perfect, but something about having a system in place to protect and promote these languages is very special to me. And it's the critical foundation to make sure that these languages continue to grow and are taught for generations to come. So did you know that the Northwest Territories had 11 official languages? I can speak 2 of them. as you probably could tell at the start of the video. Which ones do you speak? Maybe where you come from, what official languages do you have? As always, I'm super curious to hear from you guys, super curious to hear about where you're from, some stories, maybe different topics that you want to see in future videos, and as always, be sure to like the video, leave us a comment down below, subscribe, hit that little bell, and we'll see you next week.